No limits, no ceiling, no ground. No pressure gonna hold me down. No stopping till I break every rule. No limits to what I can do. Nowhere is too far away. No border gonna stand in my way. No wall that I can't break through. No limits to what I can do.
Johnny boy,
What is up, Perry?
how are you?
Man, I'm doing good, brother.
Good. It's a beautiful day.
Just got done with a staff lunch. Had my crew out to lunch today. We decided once a month I'm going to take them out and spoil them a little bit.
That's a good idea.
I don't know if it's going to be productive or not, but we'll do our best.
Yeah, you're a good man.
So, yeah. Valentine's. Happy Valentine's Day, bro.
Oh yeah, happy Valentine's Day. But everybody watching this doesn't know it's not Valentine's Day.
No, they found out now. They just figured out we recorded this one.
We're busy. We're traveling. It's a good day. So a day early.
Man.
Yeah. So basically, sales aren't where they're supposed to be because, I'm working on this marketing stuff all the time, and Daddy's not there patting people on the butt, and they got to remember what it was like 6 months ago when I was in the same position. So,
What do you think, dude? Why do you think you gone affects it?
key man.
Clarify. What would they be doing different if you were there up their butt versus not? What do you think would be different?
I genuinely don't know. It's the only thing logical that says this is the problem. The leads are there. We've had a lot of trauma in the den from, surgeries and illnesses and deaths. And, it feels like every year this time of year, there's trauma, right? Does that make sense? I don't know if everybody has that every year. And somehow for me, it's every year at February, March.
Makes sense.
Just interesting.
Yeah, we have. I wonder, do y'all look at, because we have slow periods too. Do y'all look at like things? I think obviously you're looking at production, I assume.
Yeah.
Do you also look at like how many leads came in this year versus last year? How
Yeah, way
many
more
agents, like how many agents are calling this year versus last year, and the average apps per agent this year versus last year?
Yeah, I mean, we have more talented agents than we did this time last year. We have more leads coming in this time last year. It's my badass writers that aren't writing.
So they're writing less apps per agent this year.
Yeah.
Okay. So then I guess the next thing I'd look at is, are they making less phone calls this year? Like, do they suck more or are they working less?
I don't know. I don't have that answer. Yeah, anything I would give you would be hypothetical.
Yeah, I would look there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like that's the only natural. It's like, all right, do we just have less talent or do we have lazier people this year?
Yeah, we definitely don't have less talent. That's
Okay.
for sure. I think we have more talent. We have more new kid talent. Yeah, like I was talking to Jamie right before this, and she's like, I have 7 apps that need to go in. Like they're ready. But here's what happened to the first one. It'll close, just not today, right?
Yeah.
Now this one happened. This is what happened to this one. 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 And you're always you go, well, all right, well it feels like it's just like the perfect storm of bullshit.
Yeah. Which happens sometimes. You know that. You've been in this long enough.
Sure. Right. Yeah. And it's not like I'm not doom and gloomy.
Yeah. Yeah. You're still printing money.
Yeah, we're still fine. Yeah. And you know how how it is. Worst case scenario, life is pretty freaking good.
Yeah. I just wonder, like, sometimes I look back at ours and I'm like, is it something I have to fix, or do I just let it be? Like, for instance, ours is that way
That's
in
where I'm
summer.
at.
Ours is that way in summer. Like
Mhm.
June, July, August is like, I want to like take this pen and stab my eyeballs with it. It would feel better than what it feels like watching the lack of production.
Right.
But I've learned, dude, that September, October, November, December is fucking bananas because people are catching up. I mean, so at
Right.
the end, we grew still. I'm trying to think what percent it would be. 150 to 209. We added 60 million on 150. We did like 50% or something like that this year. Like
Nice.
increase. We went from 150 to 209.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But there were a few months where we did less volume this year than we did last year.
Say it
There was a couple months that we did less volume this year.
with 50% more people.
I'm talking we grew 50% production wise.
But there was a
Right?
couple of
Yeah.
months that you didn't.
But there were a couple of months that I was like 2 or 3 million behind for the month from the previous year. Like we might have done 14 million in a month last year, and we did 12 this year, and I lost my shit. But
Right.
at the end of the year, we were up 60 million.
Yeah, I think that's the case. I mean, like the first few weeks of the year, we destroyed last year, and then and then everybody got the flu, and somebody passed away, and then everybody got COVID, and then somebody passed away,
Yeah.
and then we took a bunch of the top guys on a trip, and it hasn't recovered from that.
Yeah.
And I really I know that if I just step back away, the world is not ending.
Yeah.
But it makes for really long days.
Yeah, I feel that. What I look at in stages like that, or they're like, and especially for people watching, it's like, are there any individuals, not as a whole, but can I take a few people and go like, hey, I need to focus on them for something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And not necessarily because maybe they got something going on, maybe they're having a rut, maybe they're in their head, maybe, you know what I mean? Like, and go, if I can target a few people, at least that lets you fix shit like you want to do.
Yeah.
Because you lose control of the overall with time, as you know. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro,
Yeah.
I could not show up tomorrow and we'll still do 200 plus 250 million this year.
Right.
But if I get in there and I work in certain groups, I'm like, well, I could add 5 million here, 3 million there, 2 million. You know what I mean? Like, I can influence. So I used to try to, man, me and Amanda laugh. I have like flashbacks of like war stories of the stuff I used to try to control and lose my shit. And then it'd be like, after a few weeks or a couple months, it'd be like, oh, everything's back to normal. And I lost my shit for nothing.
Yeah. I'm not there anymore where I lose my shit anymore.
Yeah.
I'm at a place where I'm like, I feel like I need to pick up the phone and apologize to people.
Yeah. Which shit? Why you say that? That's got me curious.
Like there's people that, that depend on what I do.
Yeah.
Right. Like my upline.
Yep.
I'll call and be like, I owe you an apology. We suck right now. And they're like, it's no big deal, Pete. Like, I know it's frustrating. I'm frustrated for you. We know you're doing everything right. You always do, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, yeah, well, I still owe you an apology. No, you don't. Well, you're still going to get one.
You get two.
Yeah. So now you just got another one. So,
yeah. No, I feel that.
Yeah. And then also, like, I've spent, the last 6 months developing that training program. It's done. Okay. I've spent the last 6 months developing the lead system. It's done. Right. I've spent the last 6 months doing all these different things, and they're all done now. And I'm antsy.
That feeling I know.
Yeah.
That feeling.
And so it's like you take antsy on top of the numbers not being where you want them to be.
Yeah.
And that's a problem. That's a recipe for retiring and building a big deck or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like I was talking to actually I had my first, I signed up to that. I'm doing that monthly call with Bet David's group, the consulting deal.
Yeah, I got on that for about 10 seconds, and the first 3 people said they did the same thing I did, and I got off.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
The group with like 6 or 8 people on it or whatever?
Yeah, something like, I don't know. There was more than 6 or 8. I was in like the bigger one.
Oh, no. Yeah, I'm doing the where it's so
Just-
everybody gets a shot to talk and you
Okay.
analyze stuff. So yeah, so mine's a group of 6.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so a group of 6 entrepreneurs. I don't know any of them previous. No, but nobody's in my space specifically. And you know, we were talking about like things you're trying to process or go through or whatever, and you know, he was using some examples in my case that many people like us are very like, what's the word he used? Like if you're not like actively building something, like actively hunting, chasing something, like you're not in there,
Right.
dude, it like triggers something mentally where you're not wired for that,
Right.
you know. He recommended weird, and he goes, I'm not trying to promote my own book, but the most recent book I wrote, the Choose Your Enemies Wisely, is him talking about that struggle and that journey for himself. So coincidentally, I had ordered the book already, and I'm like, all right, I'll read it. But it's like finding something to focus on to like beat the living shit out of, in a sense.
Yeah, and that's where I'm at right now. Is, you know, I've got new stuff I'm trying to focus on.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like, it feels like, so when we were on vacation in Colorado, we opened up this puzzle, right? And it's like a 500-piece puzzle, and it was really small. It was like this big, so all the puzzle pieces are really, really tiny.
Yeah.
And like my wife and I are sitting there, you know, playing with our glasses, trying to see what's going on. And you're like, I know all the pieces are here. I don't even know what the picture is supposed to look like when it's done.
Yeah.
But I think I might see a white bird wing. Let's just start with that.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at in this other stuff that I want to build, is like, I want to build something cool, and I want to build something interesting, and I want to build something unique. And I have all these puzzle pieces. I don't know what the end picture looks like. And then people keep dumping more puzzle pieces on the board.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they don't even all belong in this picture.
I feel that.
And yeah, I'm glad you do, because I wasn't sure if that analogy.
I'm there now, dude. Like, I was talking to one of the integrity guys, and I'm like, dude, I'm busy, but mentally I'm bored out of my fucking mind.
Yeah.
Like, I need a new challenge. I need something to build. I need something. And so we started talking about some options, and I'm like, I want to say, like, and I'm not really a puzzle guy. I've done some. It's been a long time. But like, and just, this is us talking out loud. Like, if I'm doing a puzzle and I don't know what the fuck's on it, dude, I'm starting with the corners and the edges.
Right.
I mean, so like, what's the equivalent of that here?
I don't know.
Right?
I don't know how far we can carry on this metaphor.
Yeah. But I mean, you know, I'm in the same spot, and I'm like, I'm putting certain pieces in place that I know are going to get me more growth. You know what I mean? Like, we're adding the staffing pieces, we're adding some process in play, like things that I know are going to get us somewhere, but I don't have a clear picture where we're going right now either, dude. You know, and I know like the insurance side, sure, the agents, whatever, that piece is going to grow. That honestly is easy, that part today.
Right.
To continue to add new revenue sources,
part of me wishes I was content with that, because if that was all I cared about, I think my life would be, I know my life would be, I don't know that my life would be better, but it would be a lot simpler.
I struggle with that too, dude. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm okay though. I'm not. I don't know what I would do all day. I'd be bored out of my mind. Good things would happen. Bad things would happen.
If what?
If I didn't continue to build stuff or work on things, or mentally, dude, I'd break down.
Yeah. There's
only so much I can go to the gym or fucking play golf, or what am I going to watch TV? I don't know. Vacate. Like, there's only so much of that I want to do. So
Yeah.
I like to dive in. I don't know, dude. So I sit with my crew and we go like, all right, what can we add? Or how can we make something more efficient? Or who can we work with to help them grow, which in turn helps us grow? And I literally just fucking like whiteboard stuff. We literally, in Amanda's office, we have a whole, we had to actually get a giant whiteboard 2 days ago because the one we had was too full. And then we took all our stuff and we prioritized it. And then we made little like topics, high level topics. And then in those topics, we put, all right, here's the 5 or 10 things we have to do to complete that. Then we prioritized them. And as a team, we delegated some. And there's a few things that I'm working on that I'm involved in. And we're like, all right, let's tackle one at a time. And we're just picking little pieces and going, all right, let's put this in place. Let's do this over here. I'm kind of logical about it.
Yeah, I should probably be that.
But I can just stare at a whiteboard for a few hours and just brainstorm. And then Amanda helps organize it. I like to get my thoughts out. And we just literally start jotting shit down.
Y'all are great business partners, teammates. She's really good at managing your brain.
Yeah.
That's cool.
If I don't get it out, I get stressed. But if I can just get it out and get it on paper, get it on the whiteboard, I'm like, all right, now we have a game plan. Now we can go, all right, what are we going to do this week, this quarter, this month, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
maybe
it made it worse. I don't fucking know. But it works for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
You're in Tampa. Must mean content.
Yep. I've been shooting content all day. Got to do it again tomorrow. And then I think I got more content than I know what to do with for a year and a half.
Yeah.
I just had some ideas I needed to get out. So I jumped on a plane and got my happy ass here.
I like it. We have we're working on that piece still. And I just scheduled a podcast with the guy in Vegas this morning.
Oh, good. When are you doing it?
April.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Is that when you were going out anyways?
Yeah. So he recommended a date in April, and I'm like, hey, I'm going to already be here this date in April. Can we make it work? I gave him like a 3-day range.
Mm-hmm.
I was already going to be there, and they made it work.
Nice. Good for you.
Yeah.
You'll have fun.
So
you'll enjoy it.
Yeah. We'll see. On that, dude, I don't know that we got anything else crazy going on. Just continue to build, bro.
Yeah, that's enough.
Yeah.
Nice and easy one today.
Yeah, I'm down,
Good.
dude.
That way we're not annoying people. All right.
Well, get after your stuff. If y'all need anything, let us know.
All right. Talk to you later, brother.
Later, bro.